Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. Wherever you are in the world today, welcome, welcome, welcome. And coming in this week, beautiful souls, I've taken it back to some lighter energy. Look, to be honest, I started out, they drew me to the Archangel cards again, and then halfway through, they kind of just gave me that feeling of, you know what, we need to step out of this heavier energy. We need to bring some lightness and some fun back into these messages for people while still delivering the messages that they need to hear at this time. And so they've guided me back, beautiful souls, to one of my favorites, which is the signs of the times. Which again, you know, here we are, the signs of the times, right? It's been a wild ride for many of you out there. And the first cards out, beautiful souls, as I always say, it doesn't matter where I go, what cards or messages I'm pulling, it always seems to be very synchronistic. And the first one out today, beautiful souls, was enlightenment. Enlightenment. And the first thing out that I saw here, beautiful souls, was obviously the lotus flowers, right? So these could be signifiers for one or some of you out there at this time. Maybe you've got lotus flowers in your home as decorations. Maybe you've got a pond or a lake or something nearby with lotus flowers in them. Maybe you go to these places, you know, and sit and look at them. Maybe lotus flowers are one of your favorites. The other thing they also showed me as well, beautiful souls, were the postage stamps on the mail. So I feel in this season, over this next few weeks, few months, etc., there's going to be incoming mail. Now, this could be physical mail. You know, there's three envelopes here, beautiful souls. So it may be three different things that you are receiving. Possibly these might be answers or clarifiers to situations that have been going on in your life, good news, they're just saying, coming in the mail, but also online mail. So in your emails, make sure that you are keeping a close eye on your online communications, even text messages. But because it's mail, I'm feeling more like an email or physical mail in your mailbox. But make sure you're also checking your spam and your junk folders over this next season as well, especially if you are waiting on specific communication about one or some different things in your life. And the other thing they showed me on this card, beautiful souls, was the little, I don't know if you can see it because it's very tiny, it says USA Forever. So for those of you in the USA, possibly this is another little clarifier that you've got incoming mail of some description, and I feel it's going to be good news, to be honest. Something that you've been waiting for, they're just saying. And the clarifier, beautiful souls, was endings, right? So many of us have just been going through, or we're still in the process of these endings. And so outside of the skull, right, so everything that's dead in our lives, we are no longer, you know, we're removing that from our life. It's dead. They're saying it's buried. It's the past. We're moving on. We're getting rid of people, places, and things that are attached to the past in our homes, in our workspaces, to free up that energy for new beginnings, because with endings come new beginnings. And the other two things that really jumped out to me was 11. Right, the date on the calendar is the 11th. It's actually the 11th, Friday the 11th, and then it's got March and September flipped on one side to the other. So March on the top, September on the bottom, and Friday the 11th. So again, beautiful souls, that could be a clarifier or signifier, an important date for one or some of you out there. But the other one was obviously the number 29. So the 29th of this month, the 29th of December, the 29th, or the number 29 is going to be significant again for one or some of you out there. But I'll come back to this one, beautiful souls. Let's start with enlightenment. So lotus flowers, messages coming in. You're shifting to a higher perspective now, beautiful souls. You've gone through a season, or are still going through, coming to the end, I fully believe, of a lot of releasing and healing from the past, right? The lotus flower represents the quiet strength and ease that follow once you have achieved a heightened level of awareness, right? And also peace, they're saying. You know, peace was coming up a lot in different messages over the last couple of weeks. So ease and grace, everything now moves and flows with ease and grace. And if it's not, as in if the outside world is really like a roller coaster at the moment still, you are feeling in the flow of ease and grace because your perspective has shifted, your awareness has shifted, you know, and your that enlightenment, that higher level of enlightenment has really kicked in. You have an inner knowing, peace, and spiritual connection that shift your focus from constant worry to allowing yourself to approach situations as they come. They just said, like water off a duck's back, beautiful souls. If something comes along and tries to, you know, shift your energy from that peace and calm and all of those things, maybe it does ruffle you for a minute, but then you get back into the ebb and flow and you go, no, I'm not going to allow this experience to move my inner world from peace and calmness to one of tumultuous energy, they're saying. After many life lessons, you have grown and acquired valuable wisdom. Many of you hold ancient knowledge. And that's what I feel. I was looking for in this card, but in here, the books, right? Many of you, we talk about books all the time, but I'll come back to that in a second, beautiful souls. You hold a lot of ancient wisdom in your soul, in your DNA, but you also hold life experience and wisdom from all of the things that you have been through. And I know I've spoken on this before, beautiful souls, but I feel that there is definitely a group of you out there that will be speaking in front of people, teaching, writing, blogging, books, courses, whatever that is, to help people, right? Support people, guide people through their own life adversities. Just as I have done, beautiful souls, through my healing journey through brain cancer, right? Writing it that first 12 months, because that is the slippery slope for most people in those life experiences, particularly with cancer. You know, that first 6 to 12 months is vital for mindset and all of those things. And many of you are going to be doing the same on some level based on your life experience and your wisdom and knowledge. Situations that may have previously caused stress or strife now roll off your back. What did I say before? Like water off a duck's back. Beautiful souls, right? You know, it hits you and then you go, take a deep breath. I don't know what this is teaching me, but I'm not allowing it to move me from my place of, you know, steadfastness, groundness, and also peace. You are approaching life with a pure heart and calm mind. We talked about purifying the heart, beautiful souls, which allows you to now rise above the noise. Because a lot of the time, beautiful souls, that's all it is, right? The enemy, the dark forces, particularly with enlightened ones, with chosen ones, with empaths, you know, spiritual guides, people that have been placed here, you're on a higher frequency. The dark side is going to come in and still use people, places, and things to try and rattle you. But for the most part, beautiful souls, because you have reached this higher state of enlightenment, you are not going to allow that situation to affect you like it once would have. With this enlightenment lifting you up, it is still important to stay grounded, which is what I just said, right? Being outside in nature, grounding every single day before you go out into the world, grounding when you come home, getting your feet outside in the dirt, in the grass, in nature, in the sand, at the beach, wherever that is, beautiful souls, for at least 15 to 30 minutes, beautiful souls, if you can, every single day. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. If you're walking somewhere outside in the backyard, take your shoes off. At the park, they're just saying as well, you may be serving as an example to others who may not possess the same level of understanding that you now have. So be patient and accept people for where they are in their own journey. We can't force people to do anything, beautiful souls. They're just saying you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. There was times, and I know there was times in my life, beautiful souls, where it's your passion and your love and your empathy for others. And there's Archangel Michael with the sirens again, telling me that this is on point, right? Where you would have tried so hard to really get things through to people. There we go. But they just wouldn't listen. It's not their time, beautiful souls. Everybody's on their own journey. So now you step back and you allow others to learn at their own pace, to go through their own life lessons. Unless they're coming to you for that wisdom and enlightenment, they've got their eyes open, they've had an epiphany or something like that, beautiful souls. You've just got to send them love, right? This card can also symbolize a fertile time and or rebirths. So beautiful souls, connection with ancestors and remembering your roots. Less focus on material things. When you become enlightened, the material things, the love of material things really starts to leave you. And it's not to say you don't like to have beautiful things, beautiful souls. Of course, God wants us to live a beautiful, abundant life. But the attachment, they're just saying, to those material things is no longer there. We admire them, we enjoy them, they're beautiful to have in our homes or whatever it is, our wardrobes, etc. But we don't put any value on them anymore, as in they're not important, right? The ability to teach others. Did this not come out last week? One of the last messages, beautiful souls. Many of you are teachers, applying lessons learned. Some of us have been through big life lessons, beautiful souls, or we've had another round in the ring. They're just saying, where we've learnt lessons in this last season. And again, beautiful souls, now this is the time where God may come in and your soul team, your angels, and they may test you on what you've learnt. They might even give you a very similar situation to see what you're going to do the second time around. So just be aware and be enlightened that that can also happen. Stay humble and grounded. Exactly, because anything can happen at any given time, beautiful souls. Number 29, the skull, endings. Right, so there's growth coming out of this skull. There is going to be new beginnings. Where there's ending, new beginnings, beautiful souls. What was dead, some of it may be being brought back to life, beautiful souls. For some of you, this could be relationships. This could be, creative projects that you've had, that they're literally just saying you're going to blow the dust off in this new season and go back to it again. But again, I also feel that many of you have this knowledge, these books, these courses, this teaching, this kind of mentorship or guidance gift. And dates are also going to be important for you as well, beautiful souls. So number 29, the skull appears when endings are at hand. And obviously Scorpio season, they just said, right? Or we're just coming out of that now, but still lingering. It is a powerful symbol of mortality. And I always say this to people a lot, beautiful souls. Most people are wandering around the earth thinking they're immortal. They're just going to live forever. No, no, no. Our souls live forever. Our soul is the most important thing. Our souls. Where is our soul going? What are we doing with our souls, right? Because they live forever. The physical 3D meat suit, beautiful souls, no, none of us are immortal. We are all going to die. And so I always say, live each day as if it's your last, and appreciate everything that you have in your life today. This card symbolizes the circle of life, both endings and how those endings birth new beginnings. You could be experiencing the end of a relationship, a job, or simply a phase in your life. And for many of you, it could be all three. For many of us, I feel though as well, it's also just a phase that we've just been through. It is imperative that you give yourself space to grieve this ending. Allow the time and space to accept it and process your emotions, whether it is welcome or it has been a long time coming or is a sudden and unexpected change. So some of you may have had, literally they're saying, the rug pulled out from underneath you in this last season. Things happened that you just were not even expecting. You were blindsided, they're just saying to me right now. Others of you, things have gradually been dying over the course of some time, right? It's dead and buried. Old people, places, relationships, jobs, old thought patterns, beliefs, right? Change is often uncomfortable, but this symbol is urging you to look at endings with a different perspective. The plants pictured growing from the skull on this card symbolize the growth that can occur after the end. Endings act as fertile ground for whatever you decide to plant next. They're asking me to repeat that. Endings act as fertile ground for whatever you decide to plant next. Are you going to plant doubt, fear, worry, stress, anxiety, old patterns, old beliefs, old people, places, and things? Are you going to replant that same energy, beautiful souls? Or, as I just said before, are you now going to be tested now that everything literally has been ripped out by the roots, they're saying, to grow something new and more abundant? Give yourself grace as you experience these transitions and prepare for a fresh new start. Mourning and grief. Some of you, this may have really left you in quite a deep, dark place, beautiful souls. They're showing me people, teary-eyed, crying, restless sleep, broken night's sleep, up late at night, anxious, head in your hands, how did this happen? All of those things, beautiful souls, letting go. Difficulties are finally ending. Accepting things that you cannot change. And again, beautiful souls, that can be a hard thing. But I feel as though, because it's come out with the Enlightenment card, many of you are now understanding this lesson. What was my part in this? What did I learn from this? What can I now do differently next time? If this situation hits me again, what can I say differently, do differently, etc.? Beautiful souls, enlightenment and endings and new beginnings. A lot of little clarifiers in there and signifiers that you may be seeing over this next couple of days, next couple of weeks. But again, beautiful souls, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what's going on. Longer than normal message, but I feel as though, beautiful souls, one or some of you out there definitely needed to hear this at this time. USA forever, postage stamps, letters, mail, remember online mail, checking your inbox, your spam, your junk folders, dates, times, new growth, old things that need to be gotten rid of in your home, beautiful souls, that are perhaps attached to old people, places, and things. You do not want that energy in your home unless it's sentimental, from a parent or a child or something like that. But if this is old relationships and you've got something of theirs in the house, you need to get rid of it, beautiful souls, because there's an energetic attachment there, and that can also block other blessings and other people coming to you as well. They're saying depending on how that relationship ended, but you don't want to have other people's things in your home if you're bringing new people into your life. Dates, as I said, significant, books. So let me know, beautiful souls, what's happening in the comments. Hit me up. First time viewers, if you feel divinely led, hit the little notifications bell, subscribe to my channel, hit the little thumbs up button below, beautiful souls, as well. Share this out with people that may need to hear it at this time. And I'm sending each and every one of you so much love, and I will see you in here for the next one. Bye for now.